the trout set on him.
Just drop it right there. Drop it, perfect.
Ready to roll?
Let's do it. I'll follow you. Back to that corner, there's a spot that's clear enough that you can actually cast out of.
With a fly rod?
Oh yeah, that's where I go. And then there's another spot over here. It's tough. There's a clearing. If you can cast, as long as you can cast in that clearing, it's a spot here. It's got they're hiding right in all the shade.
The fire pit you were talking about? So, pretty funny. I'm out here fishing now with Ed. He is one of my neighbors. He came across my YouTube channel and recognized the background and thought to himself, that's my backyard. He left a comment saying I was fishing his backyard, and then I replied, no, that I was fishing in my backyard. Turns out we share the same backyard because we live in the same complex. So he's picked up fly fishing recently. He's doing pretty good for being a noob. So we're out here dipping around the neighborhood now trying to get some peacocks. It's funny because I fish right behind his condo quite a bit, and he actually ventures around the neighborhood on his e-bike. So we brought our bikes out and we're trying to get to some of these areas that I don't hit as frequent, that I used to fish years ago, and I kind of got comfortable fishing immediately behind our complex. He's ventured out a little further in the neighborhood, so I'm gonna venture further with him today and see what we get into. What do you got to say, Ed?
I'm excited, man. I've been after getting my line caught again. It's been trying to get after this guy for a while now. See him out there fishing all the time. Finally got our schedules lined up, so I'm excited. Let's get after it.
So Ed has a YouTube channel. He's just starting up, kicking off, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Checking him out. Adventure Time, is that what it is?
That's it. Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. I will put the description, or I'll put the link in the description below. Check him out.
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Let's go. Oh, I got little baby peacocks here. Bright orange fish is a mighty cichlid. I got peacocks right here. I had one eat the fly. Little guys. Oh, here comes some bigger ones. Got one. And I went with the trout set on them because I only had one hand on the rod. Oh, and I didn't realize I still had my camera for biking mode, so it probably didn't pick that up. Little guy, but it's a start. No, he's actually bigger than he looked in the water. He looked a lot smaller in the water. Yep. So that's a start. Let's see if we could get about 10 more of these guys, and maybe we'll have a video. Dipping. I'm here on the Amish bike. He's over here dipping, ringing his bell. So we're on the other side of the lake now. Of course, the wind just shifted again, and it's blowing straight at our face. We got some clouds pushing in. Let's see if we get a break from the clouds, at least give us some visibility. The wind's no fun, but at least I can get to fly out there if I can see the fish. Got better depth right here in this section. Just need some eyes. Just need some eyes. I'm all fouled up, of course. Got a good one. I mean, it's fighting hard. It's definitely an aggressive one. Doesn't look that much bigger than the one I just caught on the other side, but colors are much more fired up and vivid. I'd say he's slightly larger. So he's slightly larger than the other fish. Definitely all lit up, colored up. The other one was much darker. Far more aggressive fish on this side. Tracked it down for about 5 feet before he finally got a hold of it. Hey, you should come give it a shot over here. You got that drop off ledge right there. A lot of grass, tall grass. The peacocks hang out inside that grass. Peacock right here, big peacock. He's coming straight towards you. Just work your fly, work your fly. You see him? He's going to it, he's going to it. Oh, swiping it. That's a big one, that's like a 3-pounder. Get it back in there, get it back in there. Right there. Bring it towards him. Let it sink a little bit. Twitch it. Twitch it. Ah, all right, just get it back out there and start just ripping it past him. He seemed more aggressive when you were moving it quickly. But again, that has to do with the lack of the fly sinking, you know? Damn, you almost had him. He was about to eat it. And again, that's just a fly. It will work, but it's not necessarily designed to work for it, you know what I mean?
This is like my, I guess this will just come with time, with knowing how to work the fly on the water.
All right, so I could explain to you for peacock bass, right? You still see the fish or no?
He just like went right around that.
Yeah.
That piece of wood. So
all right, so let's say this is the peacock right here. Look, check me out. Look at my rod. This is the peacock. This is his mouth facing this way. You want the fly, let's say this is the fly, to come below the fish, and then strip it up towards his face.
Okay.
Towards his face and away. So a lot of times I put it on their tail, let it sink beneath them, and then bring it up. As it comes up, they actually bite and eat it. If it's coming any other direction, if it's here or here, they're just gonna look at it, chase it, they'll blow on it, but they won't actually inhale it. So
they always do that.
You see, if you bother them a lot doing this, eventually they might eat it, or they might just give up and leave. But if you bring it from below them and bring it up to them, they're gonna actually bite it.
And that makes sense now why you're saying with like the...
That's why I like the extra weight, because it just drops down faster to the strike zone.
Oh man.
What's a term that's not so demeaning? Amateur and noob both sound bad.
I know, I was just gonna say, but there really isn't anything.
Novice. Novice is probably a good term. They're right here. Well, they saw me coming running because they were right up on the shoreline. As I came running, dropped my bike, they pushed off the shoreline. I was able to put a fly in front of them. One of them kind of looked at it, but he ended up breaking back off and going back to the rest of the school of fish. They were decent sized jacks. They weren't huge, but they weren't small either. Probably about a couple pounds, which on this 5 weight is a whole lot of fun. Yeah, so a lot of times there's a lot of big peacocks hiding underneath these grass mats or just around them.
I was just gonna say, I've never fished on this side. I've only ever fished on
So we were fishing the lake up the road, and now that the sun's higher, I told them I wanted to hit this little bike path down the side of the canal. Oftentimes I find peacocks up shallow right on the canal's edge, so that's what we're doing. That's a good peacock right there. Bigger than the ones I've caught. Come on, get him. Let it drop. Remember, bring it towards him. Bring it towards him. Let it sink. Twitch it. Oh, twitch it. Let it go beneath his face again. Twitch. 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 Oh, he had it. Twitch. Oh, he had it. Oh, set the hook, set the hook. He had it in his mouth good for 2 times. Bring it. Bring it. Set the hook. Set the hook. You set the hook and dragged him out of the water.
There it is. Own it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't feel stupid.
It only took you about 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try not to toss them though.
Yeah.
What's that? We're using 15-pound. Good work. But yeah, that's why I wanted to come right down this bank. A lot of times I see them just like that, right in that super shallow water, especially now as the water temps get warmer, as the sun gets higher in the day, they start coming up shallower. So
knowing how to set that fly is everything.
It's knowing when to set the fly.
I was gonna say, like, meeting you is kind of like meeting your hero kind of thing, because he's the guy that got you into, you see him outside and he's meeting, he's the one that got you into fly fishing. You saw him out your window, now you get to fish with him, and then he taught you how to freaking catch a peacock the right way. So man, it's awesome. It's like exciting. You got that rush. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's keep going.
Now the crazy thing is, not only did he see me out his window, is that he somehow stumbled upon my videos on YouTube. So he saw me fly fishing out his back window, decided to start, I guess, Googling fly fishing and stuff, maybe peacock fishing, and somehow came across my videos. And then he said he realized it was me because one of my videos, I was back there and I started rigging and I grabbed something out of my Yeti backpack. So once he saw the Yeti backpack in the video and he saw me wearing the Yeti backpack fishing in the backyard, he was able to realize that it was me. Then he commented in the video and all that. But anyway, we're here. He just caught a peacock. So let's keep moving.